you're so salty, I'll still think about it.
You can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle? We be faster than Django.
Can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop. Okay.
Gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna burn through the night. Why you're so salty?
You sure you can handle? Okay. We can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle? We be faster than Django.
Can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop. Can't stop. Can't stop.
Can't stop. Ah!
What a bizarre song.
Yeah.
What? I love that song. That's why I use it in my stupid intro.
Eaton Beavers doesn't like it. That's all.
Who?
What's up,
Bizarre
everybody?
song.
The Eaton Beavers.
Eaton-
Eaton
yeah.
Beaver must be related to HC Express.
Yeah, right. Here's the funny thing is, like, in the world of YouTube, so we have a license for this company that we can use, pretty much any of their songs that they have access to. None of them are all that good. So I'm just saying, like, they're not like, the latest and greatest songs. You take what you can get. So when you find a song like that that's actually pretty okay, you're like, I'll take it. I'll
Yeah.
reuse it a lot.
You'll beat it into the ground and you will like it.
There's a few songs that I'm like, oh, I just like when I can't figure out a song or whatever to use, I'm just like default click. Yes, I will use that song. Like there's that one, I don't know. There's a couple songs. Anyway, yes.
It's like
Hello.
the recordings that you had in your 4058. Remember, because you wouldn't put that.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's right. I actually, so I
Radio.
took my copyright music, the stuff I have licensed to, and I uploaded it onto the hard drive of my 458 back when I had it. So that when we would go on road trips, if we were filming and the music was playing, I wouldn't get a copyright strike. So,
Yeah, elevator.
Dude, and like, let me tell you, licensing music is shockingly expensive. I mean, just because like if you buy, so I started off trying to license some of the like individual songs that I really liked, and there's sometimes like $50, $100+ per song.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Can you use them indefinitely or just in one video?
It depends on
Yeah, it
the
depends on the song.
licensing.
Crazy.
Yeah. So the company that we're using, I think we pay $200 or $300 a year.
Hmm.
It's called Artlist, and they let you use. You can download up to I think 20 songs a day, or maybe it's 40 songs a day, and then you can use those in perpetuity.
That's cool.
So it's insane. So yeah, I have a bunch of songs, like I could play them for whatever, but they're anyway. So over the years, I've accumulated probably about 1,000 songs now. So it's not bad. I've got a good library, but again, it's like let me tell you. Okay, if any of you ever decide to become a YouTuber, which is a terrible idea, if you do, one of the hardest parts about editing YouTube videos is the music. So if you noticed, way back early in my videos, I used to put in a bunch of music. And first of all, two things happened. One, people bitched because like I don't like this song. So it doesn't matter what song you choose. Someone's like, I hate this song. You're like, I can't win.
Yeah.
So I just stopped. The other thing is the slowest part of editing is putting in music, because videos you can visually scan, you know, but like if you're trying to put music in, you have to go off of like the sound meter, and like for example that library of 1,000 songs, you don't remember all the names of the songs and what songs are what and whatever, so you have to go listen to them.
Yep.
So to go find the song I want, I might have to listen to literally 200-300 songs, so it takes hours. It's
Yep. When I do sound work for people, I will not pick music
Yeah.
or place it. They have to tell me what song they want and where they want it, because I'm not doing that shit.
It's the worst. It's
It is.
so slow.
Does YouTube ever get you, even if you have rights to a song? That happens to me sometimes.
Oh yeah, no,
And you have
I've
to
had a
dispute
fight.
it.
I've had where I've fought probably about 30 times now, where someone will falsely claim a copyright against my shit.
You have to get the
I'll have to
license.
fight it. So all of them I've won except one. One time I had this one song on this one video. They said they have it. It's their property. I said, no, here's my license. I literally sent them my license. I'm like, here it is. I own this song. And they're like, we reject it. And so YouTube goes, okay, it's theirs. You can't use it. And I'm like,
What?
I paid for the motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I just deleted the video. I'm like, fuck you. You're not getting a cent from me. I'm like, I will delete my video rather than you make money off my video. Fuck you. Like, that's not how this is gonna work. But anyway,
I love it.
hi everyone. On that note, so Adam is out. He is at a concert, rocking out, doing whatever Adam does. Oh, little doggy. And then yeah, he's gonna be having fun playing with his engine. Hi Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hello everyone. All the regulars are coming in.
Yeah.
Dan is so angry. I am really not. I am a very, very chill dude. Let me tell you.
He's manufacturing drama for YouTube. Damn it.
I am. I'm trying to like, I'm trying to get this going. You guys, see, no matter what I do, everyone gets mad.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's a whole different genre of videos you don't need to get into.
I'm drinking wine tonight. I am drinking a Chianti.
Ooh.
Yes.
Gotta get my mustache. That's right.
You're gonna have to take over. Yes.
I just trimmed it tonight, so I have to go grab it.
So, Monterey, yes. Monterey is fun. Horse lock.
Oh, good. That's a good one, John.
Is that John? After all that, it's John.
That's awesome.
John,
Okay.
were you signed into 2 accounts last time, or this time too?
No, he just changed his name. Excuse me. By the way, I've had a super, super persistent cold.
You still have it?
Dude, it won't go away.
Wow.
It's been, what, a week and a half?
Yeah.
Almost approaching 2 weeks. And it so it migrated from my sinuses down into my lungs. And I've had basically like a bronchial infection for a week now. And it's just been horrible.
Dang.
Like, and now Megan's starting to get it, and the worst part is this cold, it's not like normal colds where you get like really sick and then it kind of tapers off. This one ramps up over a week. It gets worse every fucking day. It's
Get that
I'm glad I
Monterey
didn't get it from
mucus.
you.
I don't know. I shook someone's hand I shouldn't have, and then probably like licked my face or something. I don't know.
You reapplied sunscreen. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Rub it
actually,
all around.
not the Sudafed. The thing that's working really good is the Mucinex.
Ooh.
You got to have the Mucinex for this. So that's what actually Meg just ran to the store and got back just a moment ago. She was getting some more Mucinex because we killed our Mucinex supply. Monkeypox. Yeah, I've got the pox.
Oh, geez.
Okay, I like this. It didn't show up on the thing, but it's, every time Dan says "fuck," you have to take a drink. So you got to take a drink. You just.
Oh, you're saying that now? Screw monetization?
No, I mean you can say it a decent number of times. You just can't do it
Okay.
constantly. You
That's
know,
fair.
it's like I don't know. That's the hard part. You just don't know. You know, they don't have like a rule that's like if you use it X dollar, you know, X times per minute or something. I don't know. Whatever.
It's YouTube. They don't know either.
Probably not, right? It's frustrating. Anyway, oh, we attempted to book hotel rooms for Monterey for next year.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So I booked them, but I'm not 100% convinced that they're actually locked in.
No,
So
no.
like I got the email saying they did and all this stuff, but the hotel was like, no, we have no reservation, we have nothing available, right? But then I went to a website and they're like, oh, they have stuff available. And I'm like,
Hmm.
reserve. Like,
Mm.
we'll play that game. We'll try that. We'll see how long it works. So I don't know.
Crazy. Well, hopefully we can
oh.
find something. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Dan, what did you mean when you said you had to load the music on your Ferrari? So the 458 has a hard drive, and you could actually upload music onto the hard drive and play it off the hard drive. So that's what I used to do. Yes. Would you consider the Corvette an exotic or a supercar? No, I would
No.
not. I would say the ZR1 is pretty incredible, and the new
It's not a
Z06 is gonna
supercar
be,
though.
but it's not a supercar. Like, I think, I don't know. I didn't really consider the Porsche 911 to be a supercar. I consider it to be a extraordinarily good sports car, and I would say
Even
the
the
Corvette
GT3?
falls into. Huh?
Even the GT3 RS.
I don't know if it's a supercar. I don't know.
I still don't even view those as a supercar. I really don't.
The problem is, like, I generally associate supercar with like exotics.
Yeah.
You know, they're kind of synonymous in my brain.
Yeah,
But-
it's gotta wake that little boy up in you, right?
Yeah.
Right. Like I don't know. There's never been a time where I was like walking down the street and I stopped because I saw a Corvette.
Mhm.
That's like there's your metric, right? If walking down the street, if the car makes you go, Jesus, then it's a supercar.
That's
So to
I
some
would
people, the Corvette
agree
is.
with that.
That's true. It depends where you live, right? Depends what you
Yeah.
see and depends what you care about.
Yeah, in Austin, where there's 300 C8s every time you go down the road.
Yeah, I mean, you can't throw a rock
Oh,
without
yeah.
bouncing off two C8 hoods. It's just
Yeah.
like, it's just like I said when they first came out. Everyone's like, "Oh, that's not true." I'm like, dude, give it a year or two, and there's gonna be so many C8s ever. They're just gonna become totally boring.
They're already
And-
everywhere.
They're everywhere, everywhere.
I see
I
at least 2 or 3 a day when I'm out in
Oh,
town.
yeah.
At least.
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
Easy.
And
I would call them-
look, hey, like they're awesome. I'm not like people.
Yeah,
always,
it's not really about performance, right? It's just,
it's funny
Yeah.
because like if you
I
don't
agree
have
with this comment right here.
rarity is definitely a component of it. I think honestly, and here's the thing people don't want to talk about. I think to be defined as a supercar, the price tag matters. Even though that's like it's kind of a douchey point, but it's a valid point. Like if the MSRP is not well into the six
Exclusivity.
figures, you know, because otherwise, like I don't know. I mean, Corvettes are supposed to be the everyman's sports car. By definition, that means it should not be considered like exotic or supercar,
Mhm.
right? So I don't know.
You ever wonder like if you saw Ferraris everywhere, like all the time, if
Oh,
if you
it would
still
totally
consider them a
make them
supercar?
less appealing. Sure.
Yeah, it's like a
I
weird.
mean, just
thought.
hanging out with these people, I see Ferraris all the time, and yeah,
I
they're
know.
just like, yeah, it's Ferrari.
Well, yeah, it's like the difference of seeing one at a car show where it's like really cool,
Yeah.
but it's amidst another 100 Ferraris versus seeing one amidst a bunch of just Hondas and Nissans. It's like it stands out more. It's more
Absolutely.
like supercar factor.
I don't know if the unpolished parts are higher value. I doubt it. Here's a funny thing, and we actually, Josh and I have talked about this too. Is doing what we do for a living, we actually see so many, and like we not only see, but we also get to drive so many different crazy cars that growing up we thought. I mean, I never ever thought I'd own a Ferrari. I mean, that was just never on my radar. So to have driven hundreds of them now and owned tens of them, it's like, it's fascinating because you do have to once in a while step back and be like, especially when someone sees one for the first time or gets to experience one for the first time or whatever, that like sharing that becomes almost the coolest part about it, because you get to relive that moment with someone else.
Yep.
Like when they actually get to experience that car or whatever, you're like, that excitement.
Yeah, I always try to think back to when I was a kid and like, had never seen a Ferrari before and saw the first one in person, and I was like, holy shit, look at that car. Like,
yeah,
but you get jaded being around them all the time, and
you have
you have to remind yourself sometimes, like, these are the vast majority of the population just thinks it's.
And with driving them, like, you guys go from driving a 488 or an F8 down to a 360 or 430, and you're like, oh, this feels slow. But someone who goes from a Honda Accord up to a 360,
that literally happened today.
Fast.
That happened today. So Josh drove the 488 to the Howard, and then we had to go test drive the 430 after doing some work on it. And Josh gets in it and floors it. And he's like, man, this thing's slow.
Yeah.
I mean, I got after it pretty good in that car.
Yeah, and it was funny because
I was like, I was like, this car is pretty awesome. I mean, it's fast and everything, but after driving the 488, it's like not even in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
People, you have to keep that in mind when you watch other people reviewing cars. It's like, okay, what is their bias? What are they? What are they used to driving?
Absolutely,
100%.
Where are they coming from?
You gotta. That's the part. That's the weird thing about like car reviews, right? Like, and that's why watching car reviews is really tricky. You gotta almost find someone who thinks kind of like you do to appreciate their car review, because that's why like 99% of the car reviewers out there, I don't give a shit about their opinion. I think it's invalid because it's not how I view cars. I don't, it's not to say that they're bad reviewers. No, they're excellent reviewers. They do a great job. It's just, I don't put any weight behind their opinion on the car in certain ones, like certain people, like, it's just because you can feel out their personality, figure out what kind of things they like and dislike and how their biases are pushing them or whatever. And then you think, okay, that's, and you got to take it with a grain of salt, right? So, it's just, and I would say the same thing for me. Like when I review a car, if you guys are watching my review, feel free, you could say Dan's opinion sucks, and it's totally valid because you don't, it may or may not be relevant to you. I have a strong bias against like front engine cars. I just don't like them. Like, I don't like the way they handle. I don't like GT cars. Like, they're just not my thing. That's not to say that they're bad in any way. GT cars are amazing. Dan getting angry. I'm not angry at all. God.
Like, Car Wizard's here.
I think they're trolling you.
Hey, Car Wizard's here. What's up, Dave?
Yo.
Oh, we actually we wanted to ask you a question, Dave. We're gonna put you on blast since you're here publicly because why not? So we have a verbal handshake with your companion up there, who also does videos, to purchase one of his vehicular units. And when that exchange happens, we're gonna trailer up there and come to your neck of the woods. And we were thinking we would love to, first of all, shake your hand, say hi, have a beer, because you seem like the kind of guy that would love to have a beer with. And second of all, maybe we could do a little like thingy. I don't know, video, something. Anyway.
All right. He says.
Awkward first date over. Yeah.
Exactly.
I was trying to look at my pictures of the Daihatsu. I can't tell from my picture if it's green carbon or green paint.
Oh, sweet. Hell yeah. Oops.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
I like
it. We're looking forward to coming up.
Yeah.
I think we're going to come up in October is the plan.
So can you talk about said vehicular unit?
I don't want to disclose which vehicular unit it is, because it's not public. So, but
we got to keep it on the DL probably for a little while.
Yeah.
But you know, like it's funny because all of you that have been watching the channel, I have certain opinions about YouTubers. And here's the thing: is I respect people who are honest and real, and I feel like and so like basically that reduces the number of YouTubers that I actually watch down to like 4 or 5. And so like, yeah, Hoovy and the Wizard are some of them that actually like, I'm like, yeah, I'll watch their stuff.
Yep.
So, you know, like I don't know. There's so much fake shit out there. I don't know. I'm not an actor. I can't act. So I don't know. It's weird. I have nothing against them. Congratulations to their success. I'm not trying to shit on other YouTubers. Just I'm always digging myself in a hole, and I shouldn't be because like I'm actually very new
like
t-shirt.
this.
Vehicular units.
Yeah.
Wanted.
I like that a lot.
I'm on it.
Dude, no, it should be like buy my vehicular unit. Oh, is Hoovy going to get his car swapped?
I didn't mean to post that, but
we're working on that. That's
Yeah.
That's part of the working on discussion things. So yeah. Wait, Chris Fix. I don't think Chris Fix is fake at all. Whoops, wrong button. This one. He seems like he's pretty straightforward too.
He's got a smiley face. It was a joke.
I actually met him. He seems really nice.
Oh, really? You know what he looks like?
Well, I actually got to see him without his helmet. Yeah. So I've actually seen his face, but yeah. Wizard, we show real stuff. Exactly. I actually get asked if my shop is real. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
No,
That's
it's all
hilarious.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Dude,
Just buying new cars every week to have.
That's a lot of effort. That's a lot of effort to have a fake shop.
Right? You're like, here, I'm gonna fill up my shop with all these cars, and we're gonna intentionally break them all so that I can have content. What? No, we got accused of that so many times when cars would break. They'd be like, "You guys broke it on purpose," and we're like, "What are you talking about?" They're like, "You just
Crash
make
that California on purpose.
yeah, you like stuff like that. Like, oh, you guys. My favorite was when we smashed the valves on Tim's 348. People literally said, "You guys did it on purpose," and I'm like, that cost us $800.
Yeah,
$800. You know how much money I made in that YouTube video? 25. No, we didn't do it on purpose. Like,
Dan's
no.
getting angry.
Like it was just like, it's so absurd. Like people want to manufacture drama. I am not angry.
Dan, just get over it, dude. They're trolling you to try to get you angry. Come on.
Sorry. A little sick.
They're on to you, Dan.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a very good business plan there, Dan.
Nice.
Exactly,
Love it.
right? That's very true. It's a terrible business plan. Like breaking cars to try and make YouTube money. It's a terrible idea.
Maybe if we
It doesn't
had
work.
a couple million subscribers, it would make sense to do that.
Yeah.
But we don't.
Oh yeah. By the way, Lotus, we're gonna be coming up there, and so you should come have a beer with us too, since you're in that area.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, like, I figure like you should be bored and come with us, Tyler.
Well, I gotta see. I'm pretty much using
know.
all my vacation for the tour. So
I know.
if I can make it work, yes.
Scott, I'm not angry. I said I'm not angry.
Is that
fucking
the Scott
angry.
that looked at the car for us today?
It is. Yes.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Scott.
That dude's cool.
That dude's cool. Yeah. Scott's off. Dude, Scott and I spent
I haven't met him, but yeah, he's like
Scott and I spent probably like 30, 40 hours in my 458 together.
Nice.
Because we
Oh,
drove
really?
it all the way out to we drove it all the way out to North Carolina and did the whole Ferrari rally thing.
nice.
Yeah, it was fun. Am I a meanie in person? No, I'm not a teddy bear. Not true. I'll correct myself on that one. If I'm friends with you, I'm really hard on you because I want my friends to succeed. Like if I don't know you,
You're
I'm
not
very
hard
nice to
enough on Adam.
Wait.
Well, it's because I don't like him as much. I'm just kidding.
There
Adam,
it
when
is.
you
There
watch
it
this-
is.
Adam, when you watch this, I like
Adam, if you're listening, say something.
Let's be real. Do you really think Adam's going to go back and watch this?
okay,
No, probably
Here-
not.
I'll tell you what, Adam. If you go back and watch this and you find this, no one tell him this. I'll give him $100.
Ooh.
Straight up cash. $100. There you
Bonus.
go. You have to find it on your own, Adam. If someone tells him, it's all over.
Yeah.
Okay. There.
It's too much.
Yeah, 25 minutes and 50 seconds in, just so we know if he finds that in the
Whoa.
future. I don't even think he watches the videos I produce anyway. Sorry, again, dying.
Coughing up
Whatever.
water.
Yeah, no, it's like I was teasing Josh and Adam because I'm like, you guys work for this company and you guys don't even watch the damn videos.
I watch them.
I know. Oh yeah, Car Trek 9 and 10.
Yeah, they're two. Yeah.
They film 2 at a time. I don't know. Okay. Motor Trend's Car Issues 3 this month. That sounds important.
I think Car Issues is a show that they're doing.
Oh,
Motor Trend Car Issues.
Yeah. Hoobie
I'm
does
so,
it.
I'm so out of the loop. I don't watch TV. Like people tell me all these things. Like, oh,
I've
just
heard
see
about
this. I'm
all
like,
that, but I haven't watched any of it.
I
I
just
haven't even
don't know.
watched Car
I'm kind of-
Trek. I should probably do that.
I do watch the Car Trek series because I feel like it's a higher production level, so it
Yeah.
always kind of is like a little bit more interesting. Plus, like I mean, I like the character. I like the guys who are doing it, so it's like okay. I mean,
So the question will be is if you're in 9 or 10, if they even use your clip.
if they even use it, a good point.
Yeah.
I will say this actually. Hey, Dave, if you can talk to the Car Trek people, let me give them one piece of advice: tone down the scripting. We loved it when it was more authentic because they did. It started off kind of less scripty, and now it's very scripty, and like that makes it not flow as natural. Like you guys are all good, like your personalities mesh. So especially, well, I have to say when Wizard and Hoovy are together, it's very real.
Yeah.
Like it just goes together, it flows, and that's why it's enjoyable, right? Like it just goes pleasant. And that's what I think that's so impossible to reproduce. That's why like the original Top Gear was so good, is because those guys had such chemistry that it flowed, right? Like people can sniff scripting stuff. It just I am not going to F1 this year. I kind of swore off F1 because it's a shit show, but
Right.
we think we talked to Richard. We're going to do another F1 reception for viewers who we like.
Oh, nice. That'll be fun.
Yeah. So if you're coming to Austin and you would like to come hang out at the Howard and get smashed and have pizza Saturday,
October 22nd.
there you go.
Nice.
Yes.
They
Yes.
said they posted something about opening up more access roads and like more shuttles. But
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
that
not
was
gonna
my
help.
problem.
I went
Yeah.
to the F1 race. I went to the first one, and I went to the first 6 races. And after that, I was just like, "This is not worth it anymore."
I moved to Austin for F1. I mean, I found a job there and everything, but like that was what brought me to Austin. And I left after 7 years for various reasons, but I stopped going to F1 because it was such a shit.
It is.
It's better to watch on TV.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we did that last year. So last year we just
Yeah.
went to the Howard and had a watch party, and it was a riot. So much more fun.
I feel like the only way the only way it'd be worth it now for me is like be able to take a helicopter in and out.
Actually, here's the trick.
People do.
I've done that, and you still have to walk a lot.
Really? You
Yeah.
did that?
You
Yeah.
did the helicopter?
Yeah, I did.
No,
That's
how much
awesome.
was that?
I did it with a friend who's got a lot of money, and he was just
Oh,
like, "Hey,
okay.
you want to come on the helicopter to the race?" And I was like, "Sure."
And
I-
still,
The one year. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say I still had to pay to park. I still had to walk there. It was
Wow.
it was cool. Don't get me wrong, but
Right.
it's not like you get dropped off in the middle of the track and you're like ready to go.
I stand corrected. Not going anymore.
Yeah. No, the one year that I got hooked up with seats in a suite, so I got parking right there in the lot, right next to the main grandstands, and then we had suite access. And I'll tell you, that was the way to watch because you got there early, you had free food and drink, so you got totally fucked up. You just drink constant beer. And so then after it was all done, you just hung out because you're like, screw it. We're in air conditioning. It's beautiful, whatever. We're just going to chill. So we just hung out for like an hour and a half. They keep giving food. They keep bringing food and drink. And then finally the traffic's all gone. You're like, all right, I guess it's time to go.
That's awesome.
I
was trying to see if I could get
a... Oh, sorry. I went one year and we paid for parking that was up close. But when the race was over, we were stuck in that goddamn parking lot for 4 hours. For 4 hours, we were sitting in the car. It was like never again.
Yeah. I went to the 1 year, I think it was 2018. I went to the Spanish Grand Prix outside of Barcelona, and when we were leaving, there were like thousands of people lining up, and I'm like, I was used to Austin. I'm like, oh, forget it. This is going to take hours. Like, we're screwed. Get in line. They had hundreds of buses coming from a nearby parking lot. We were on a bus in 10 minutes and we were out of the city or like out going back to our place. I was like, this is how it should work. Like Austin is here. Obviously it's a different city system and everything, but like,
I mean, I'll put it this way. They haven't been able to figure out how to redo Cars and Coffee without, like, it literally took us over an hour to get into Cars and Coffee when they restarted it. That's Cars and Coffee. That's only like 2,000-3,000 cars. There's going to be 100,000 cars, 50,000 cars. No.
Yeah. Plus, they started bringing these huge name concert people to the the early years. Like they brought Taylor Swift and Justin Timberlake, and like I remember one year it was all moms and their little girls, like daughters, going to see Taylor Swift. I'm like, these people aren't even here for the race.
Taylor Swift. Yeah, look, it's something to experience. You should do it if you're a fan. It is cool. Just set your expectations correctly that it is a raging shit show for parking and driving. Like, it just sucks. So, like, I think your best bet, honestly, is like when it's over, just do something else for a while. Just chill. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know, bring a little grill, throw open the tailgate, grill some hot dogs, and just chill. Wait for it to blow over, because
go find Adam and grill with him in his RV.
That's honestly
the way to do it.
He's doing it right. That's the way to do it, man.
Adam goes in an RV.
So he's marshalling.
He does it
every year, and so because he marshals, they give him free RV parking.
Okay.
So he takes his RV and parks it there, and so after it's all done, he just goes back to his RV and goes to bed.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally different. If you have a place in the air condition and you're drinking, you got food, you got a couch, like totally different than if you're stranded outside.
That's the way to do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's
weed. Yeah, that works too.
Smoke weed. Yeah, chill the fuck out. Smoke a bowl. Oops, smoke a bowl and just there you go. I don't condone this. It's illegal in Texas.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yes. Anyway, I need a Normal Guy Supercar t-shirt. I'll wear it to videos. Dude, email me your address.
Yeah, we'll bring you one.
We'll send you one. Yeah. Just email.
Go on the website and pick one out, and then we'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Tell
do you
us
want
what size you want and stuff?
Do you just want the Mo Volino? Or do you want like the Ferris Activities? We'll throw you a shirt. That's of course.
Rally bitches.
Rally bitches. Wilbur hasn't been on the show in a year.
Yeah, that's OG NG Supercar Company.
That is OG. I still have that. Oh, where is it? Hold on.
I think I'm gonna make the shirt that says "We buy vehicular units."
Oh, it probably won't play correctly, but I'm gonna play it anyway. Here you go. I miss the Loper.
Yeah.
Wife doesn't like my wheels. I think they're like the most, next to you, honey, they're the second most beautiful thing ever.
That's too good.
I love that.
Yeah, you sound like you need to go in a retirement home.
Yeah, right.
I told Megan, I'm like, so I had an uncle that smoked like a chimney when I was a kid, and he would sit there and always be coughing up a lung, and like, my God, I sound like my Uncle Don, man. I mean, like what's going on here? Like, yeah, I'm gonna reload, by the way. Apparently he wants a blue one like this.
Right.
Just tell us your size and all that stuff. We'll send you one.
And everyone else can go to normalguysupercar.com and buy one. Wink, 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 nudge, nudge.
I got 3 of them.
I need another one before the tour, so yeah, I'm gonna.
So it's all filled up, huh? The tour?
Yeah, we got the tour filled. Last week we put the video out that said, last call, because we were going to cancel some of the hotel rooms because we had too many, and then like all of a sudden 2 more people signed up, and we're like, all right, sweet.
Really?
So yeah, it's all full.
What video was that in? I watched it.
It was like a live 2 weeks ago, I think.
Oh, okay, it was in the live.
Or maybe it was last week. I don't remember. It's all blurred together.
Yeah, it's all blurred. Maybe it was last week. Oh, it was last week because we talked about it when we were working with McLaren. So
okay. So yeah, we have a pretty good crowd. There's 2 or 3 F12s, 2 McLarens.
I know.
There's 3 F12s.
Dan and I, Dan
I
are
wish
3
I went
F12s.
last year. I mean, I wish this is the year I could go because F12.
yeah,
my jam.
This is the year of the V12. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
We never we didn't have any V12s, and then this year we've got at least 4 of
3
them. I think
F12s. Jocko's bringing the 458, right? Not the Pista.
yeah, he's bringing the 458.
I don't blame him.
I wouldn't want to drive the Pista on that. You'd get fucked
It's
up.
I mean, I'd want to, but I want it to be someone else's.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, I'll go with that.
Jeez. Oh.
Tyler, you're trying to get yours squared away, Tyler.
Yeah, I think we're good. It's at Authentic
Have you
Details right now. Getting
Have you been driving it at all?
as much as I
Okay,
can.
good. So
I've been-
it's good.
No new issues?
Well, nothing yet.
Have you checked
Very
the coolant recently?
No,
Yeah. Well,
living by the seat of my pants. No, I want to pull the under tray off and just make sure that all the plugs and everything are good. And then
Oh, by the way, in
I think-
case anyone's
I think we're solid.
wondering,
no, but Authentic Detail.
Adam just sent me this picture. Oh, you can see the reflection in my screen, but
oh, he's at the concert.
Megadeth.
oh,
Megadeth.
God, no, thank you.
I can't imagine him listening to Megadeth.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I can't either.
He throws so much shade at my music during driving, and then he
Oh, he really hates it. He really hates it.
and then he listens to like death metal while you're driving down the road. I'm like,
I can't do that. It makes me too angry.
right? I'm like, dude, no wonder you.
It makes me
road
want to
rage
drive
so much.
fast. I'm like, I
Yeah.
want to
Dude,
drive really fast.
He gets so pissed off at like people will cut him off, and he'd be like, "Rrr," and I'm like, dude, chill out. And like I'm like, so I remember. Okay, here's the funny thing. We were driving one time, and someone was cutting me off. They were trying to do that like squeeze in and merge the last second thing, right? And I backed off and I let him in. He's like, "Why'd you do that? I would have floored it." And I'm like, because I'm driving a $70,000 truck hauling a $250,000 car.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh." I'm like, dude, he's like, but they would have backed off. I'm like, what if they don't? I don't want to deal with it. I don't want my shit getting fucked up by this idiot. Like, they're dumb. They're gonna wreck my truck. Not worth it. Sorry. Anyway, we've had that discussion before, and he's like, "Well, I don't let them in." I'm like, "Well, that's cool. Like, you can do that, but don't do it with my truck."
Yeah. John, we need a picture of you wearing the "But Did You Die" shirt coming out of the hospital. That would be fantastic. That comment's already scrolled past. But.
I am not angry with Adam.
Dan's an angry smoker tonight.
Yeah.
And people who join for the first time tonight are gonna be like, "Who is this?"
I know
guy?
they're like,
Those
"Who is this?"
Newport menthols are hard on your lungs, man.
Dude, I totally wish I like had something like.
I want to know what this guy Joe Gould says. He works for F1 onboard camera. I want to know what that like. What does he do for F1 onboard camera? That sounds cool.
That does sound cool.
I love those cameras.
Eat
I love
gummies. They're not legal here, sadly.
Yeah.
Actually,
Monterey was 2 weeks ago. We talked about it last week.
Yeah, we did. And either way, I'll tell you, I'm not good on pot. No, it's bad. Long story.
All right, so new goal: Dan high, Adam drunk. Go. This is gonna be a fun week.
Hell no. 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 Not so good.
You just haven't done it correctly is all.
Yeah.
Maybe, but man, that experience was bad enough that I'm like, I'm not interested.
What did you have too much or something?
Oh yeah.
Well,
No,
yeah,
like-
that'll ruin it. That's why I can't drink tequila.
Do I have to tell my
first time I
pot
drank
story
it.
now?
Yes, you do.
Oh,
Yeah, I
God.
do.
All right. I guess it's been like statute of limitations is probably over by now. So first of all, here's the thing. I had never smoked pot until this event, which was in my 30s. It's like, and it's not because I don't care. Like, I don't give a shit if people smoke pot. Like, I think it's fine, whatever. It just never was my thing. Like, I like alcohol. Cheers. It just wasn't my thing. So anyway, but I was like, I want to try it. Why not? But there was never like a real reasonable time to try it because of work and whatever. I just didn't, anyway. So before Meg and I went to Plow, which was, I'm going to say 8 years ago now. I don't know. It was a while ago. We had planned this trip to Plow. We were going to be gone for over 2 weeks. And so we're like, oh, well, if we try a little pot, by the time we get back from vacation, it'll be completely out of our system in case anything happens. Because for Megan's job, you cannot. Like, it is straight up. They do random drug testing, all that shit. Nope. No. So we said, okay, we're going to try it before we go. So I asked my employees, because I ran a software team. And of course, my software team, Adam is not smoking pot. He doesn't do that.
It was just funny.
Course, yeah, of course. I asked my software team, like, hey, anyone got some pot? And of course, my team's like, sure, is this a trick? And I'm like, yeah.
Like now or tonight?
Yeah, do you have cups? Show us your hand. Do you have piss cups behind your back?
Yeah, right. So anyway, I buy some off my. Actually, he gave it to us. He was just like, here, take these 2 joints, okay. So then I told my neighbors about it, and they're all like super excited. They're like, "Oh my god, Dan and Meg are gonna get high," So
That sounds like Rachel. Yeah.
So the morning of that event, there was a box waiting for us at our front doorstep. We opened it up, thanks Kent and Rachel, and it was a bong, a bunch of movies.
Nice.
Like it was like what's that movie?
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, it was funny. It was like a bag of Doritos. Like it was funny. Anyway,
oh man,
so
funny.
Anyway, so I'm like, all right, we're gonna use the bong because we got it. Why not? Anyway, fast forward. Okay, so we start smoking the pot and the bong. The pot. I'm so hip. The pot. We're smoking the bong. And so Meg is like, go for it. And so I do it first and nothing happens. I'm like, okay. So Meg tries it and she's like, I kind of feel it. I'm like, let me take some more, take a couple more hits. Still nothing. Megan takes like another small hit and she's like, uh-oh, I'm fucked up. I'm like, really? Like, I don't feel a damn thing. And she's like, oh no, I'm starting to feel sick. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So I take a couple more hits and nothing's happening. Absolute zero. So she's feeling sick. So she goes to the bathroom. So finally, after a few minutes, I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, this doesn't work. All right. I guess my genetics are broken. It doesn't react to me. So I go inside and I start taking care of Megan. And she's like turn off the lights and shut up. It's too loud. The light hurts. And she's like curled up in a ball on the floor in the bathroom. And I'm like, this is great. You know, like, so she's like totally having a total bad experience. And I'm like, oh, this is not so good. Finally, literally like 45 plus minutes later, all of a sudden I start to feel a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay, this is all right. This is not bad. And then all of a sudden, Megan gets sick and pukes. And I'm like, oh, that's not so good. Like she's really having a bad reaction. That internalizes my brain. And all of a sudden, my brain melts down and goes into full panic mode. And so I'm like mentally like entrapped where I'm like, oh my God, I'm never gonna be unhigh. It's my brain's broken.
Oh my God.
I literally was like, time has stopped. So I started this is how I was so paranoid. I'm like, I think time has stopped. So I'd take my timer on my phone.
Oh no.
And I click start and I'd count it in my mind. And if it didn't match up, I was like, oh my God, the time is not working. I'm like, time's broken. So I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm like laying in bed, freaking out. I'm like, ah. And then like Megan's sick. And I'm like, oh my God, you know, Megan's ah. So then finally I'm like, I have to get help. You know, like this has become a mission. So I don't know why, but I'm like, I'm going to go get help from Kent and Rachel. So, cause you know, they know more about this than us. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to exit our house. I don't know. You guys have probably seen enough of our videos. You know, like it's very close. It's like, you know, 50 feet away from our house. Yeah. Back then there used to be this bush at Kent and Rachel's driveway that was like right at their front of their garage. And for some reason in my mind, I thought if I go to the outside of the bush, that's too close to the street, and then I'm going to get arrested.
This is awesome.
Cops are just hanging out in your cul-de-sac.
Right. So I have to go to the left side of the bush, which is, you know, between the bush and the house, which is like, you know, that. So my fat ass is trying to jam my way through this bush for literally probably like 20 minutes, like just heaving my body into this bush, getting cut up, like, you know, like diving over this bush. Finally, I get past the bush. I get to their front door, ring the doorbell. Rachel answers, you know, it's probably like 10:30 at night. And she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, hi, Rachel. So I'm high as fuck. And I need your help. So can I get your help? And she's like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Oh my God.
She thought it was a joke. She was like, what do you do? Like, this is, and all of a sudden, like, Kent comes over and he's all like, oh shit, mate. All right, I'll be right over. Like, go back home. I'll come over, mate. Just go home.
Did you take the bush?
I'm like, you're gonna come though, right? You're gonna come? Okay. I need your help. So again, have to go back through the bush because I can't go around the bush. So it takes me probably another 15 minutes to get home. You know, 50 feet.
15 minutes.
Yeah. Dude, Kent saying there, like, what the fuck are you doing?
I know. Like my neighbors probably like watching me like jump through the bush repeatedly, impaling myself in there. Like, what the hell is wrong with? Anyway, get back inside. I get back in. At that point, I don't know why, but all of a sudden it was like a light switch, and I was like, oh, I'm fine. Everything's over. So then like Kent shows up like 10 minutes later and he's like, are you guys okay? And I'm like, I'm fine. Like everything's good. No worries.
Yeah, and I
man.
have to say, whatever you got had to be laced with something, or something was going on, because that is not typical.
So the next time, so funny enough, well, quick,
I agree, Oki.
So like a little bit later, Megan starts to feel better. She comes and lays in bed. We both are laying in bed, and I'm like, that fucking sucked. I'm never doing that again. She's like, no shit. So I called my employee the next day. I'm like, what the fuck did you give us? And he's like, it was pot. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? And he's like, how much did you? He was like, how much did you smoke? And I'm like, well, we took like 3/4 of the joint and put that in the bong. He's like, oh no. He's like, you're supposed to take like a single one hit off that joint. It's like super engineered shit or whatever. And I'm like, well, fuck, why didn't you tell me? Like, I don't know this stuff. Like it's my first time. Like I don't know. Anyway,
They wanted to hear a story.
there you go.
Wow.
There's my pot story.
That's pretty epic.
So that's why I don't want to do it again. That sucked.
Fair enough.
It was pretty horrible. So yeah, cool for all of you to do it. Me, no. I'll stick to alcohol. Thanks. I know this very well. I can
I agree
manage
with that.
I need a Sherpa. Seriously, we needed someone to hang out and tell us what to do and whatever. I think it would have been much better. Like left to our own devices, it just did not go well. Bad thing. So anyway,
Adam,
when we
go
go
to a
on,
concert, stop watching.
yeah.
Oh, Adam.
What's that?
Adam's here.
He's here. I had to watch an ad.
Is
Yeah,
the
well,
concert that bad?
Yeah.
I don't. Can you even hear us?
Yeah, how can you hear it?
Yeah, I mean, 20 milligram edible in Colorado will change your mind.
20 is too much for a beginner.
Yeah.
That's way too much.
I don't even know. I don't know anything about this stuff. Wine and weed Tuesdays, Dan.
No.
Are you actually allowed to smoke on YouTube, or is that against the rules?
No, you cannot. I don't think.
Okay.
We're probably gonna get demonetized in this video for talking this in depth about pot, but whatever.
I don't think so. There's a ton of videos about people talking about it and stuff. I've never seen a video of them actually smoking. I see it on Instagram all the time, though, or not Instagram, the Facebook Reels or whatever.
I mean, part of so here's the funny thing, like based on my occupation now, it doesn't really matter. Like like it's funny. There's no real requirement. Like it's not like I have a official job anymore. As long as I can still function, my job's fine. So there's nothing stopping me from doing it. Gabe had to go pee.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I just, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Meg vaped, but that was vape, which is like smoking e-cigs. I don't know. She doesn't do that now. Oh, do they smoke on the Joe Rogan thing? I don't know. I don't watch any of that. So
he probably doesn't need.
Yeah, that's
YouTube
true.
monetization.
Elon Musk smoked a fat doobie on Joe Rogan's show.
I guess maybe they do. I don't know. So, no, Adam doesn't smoke weed. I know that answer for you. I rest my case.
Oh man.
Which I don't know. I've heard, and I'm sure all the pod experts will tell me, but I've heard like you can get stuff that's supposed to be more mellow and whatever, and that sounds
you
great.
got the indica and you got the sativas.
Okay, cool.
Those are the different strains. They've genetically modified all this stuff. It's crazy.
I know that's the thing that's crazy is like the shit that's here today is not the same as what it was 10, 20 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. When I was a kid, when I was a high schooler and all my friends were smoking pot and I didn't, they would smoke like a shitload of it and they didn't seem all that non-functional.
Dirt weed.
Mm-hmm.
Dirt weed. I'm out of the loop. I'm not cool in this stuff. I need to school, man. I mean, this is a whole world I don't need to get into. I've already got my vices. I'm already poor from cars, man. I don't need to spend more money on it.
That's right.
You spend probably less on that than you would on alcohol.
That's true, probably. I mean, like I like good. This bottle was only $20 though.
Yeah.
So. And I don't drink. Honestly, I don't drink that much anymore because, like, as I'm getting older, it hurts more.
No.
That's dude.
What
I'll
do
tell
you
you
mean?
what. That's the biggest thing. I'm sure all of you who are in your age range, similar to me, can say like that's the big difference as you get like from 20s to 30s and 30s to 40s. Like, first your body just kind of gets creaky, and then the alcohol hurts. My God, it goes from being like a mild hangover when you're like in the 20s, you could wake up after like just being smashed. You're like, I can go to class. I can pass this exam. No problem. 30s, you're like, I I don't really feel that great, but I'll manage. In your 40s, like, I need 3 days.
That's why smoking is much better because there's no hangover.
Yeah. But the other thing is I've got it down now. You're like, it's 1-to-1, right? You gotta drink that water, man. Drink that water, and right before you go to bed, you take an ibuprofen. Expert level.
That's one way to do it. Yeah.
God. Yeah. Dude, I'm dying. Like this is
it's a new Dan tonight.
Does anybody have any car questions? We haven't.
Oh yeah, we should get back on the cars. We've been talking about pot way too long.
Hugh's been asking about Monterey. I know you posted a few videos, but
what about Monterey?
I don't know
about Monterey. Well, we're going back.
Adam does
sniffer. Yeah. For sure, going back. Yeah, this is a car one. AA's next door.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. That's. I thought this was Friday night.
Yeah, we're an hour late. Shit.
Yeah. So last week it was Horse CE. True story. Oh man.
I would say it's a lot easier to hide weed in a Ferrari than it is in McLaren because there's no freaking spots to put anything in a damn McLaren.
That's true. Some of the Ferraris have some really cool little like secret hiding spots too. Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
Because I found some of them.
Ooh.
Yeah. How safe is my $100? Oh, how safe is my $100 bet that Adam doesn't get the motor in the 96 before the tour? You're fucked.
Not safe. You're
not safe. He threw in a ringer. You're fucked. He called in backup, man.
No.
Really?
He's cheating. He's cheating. But you are screwed. You're not getting that $100. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I'm gonna film it. So next weekend it's all over. You're screwed.
Well, he's probably like, all right, I can't do this on my own. I gotta get someone.
Well, I think he kind of was nervous about getting all the right vacuum lines run and whatever. And all that stuff.
That's fair enough. Before a trip like that, yeah, you want it to be running tip top.
Yeah. Ford GT or McLaren 720S.
Depends if you want it. I mean,
what
Ford GT is going to hold its value. The GT is going to hold its value way better, but the McLaren I think is probably more fun.
What year?
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I also think the McLaren looks and sounds better.
Yeah.
Like I don't like the stupid V6. Oh, I'm assuming you're talking about a brand new Ford GT. Sorry, yes, right. Not the 2005 Ford GT. Because that I'd rather have.
Yeah. Well, and it's an EcoBoost, and those engines have problems. If Wizard's still here, he could tell us how old, but none of those cars are driven that much. So what's that going to be when those engines explode?
Well, look at all the other Ford EcoBoost engines. They're blowing up left and right.
That's what I mean. Like eventually those cars are going to have that problem because it's the same block. Yep. So
that's true. I'm curious, so Ford's had a hell of a time with the what is it? The Voodoo GT350 engine. And they've grenaded a bunch of them at the track. I'm curious to see as much testing as Ford did, how much testing GM's done on their new Z06 engine. That's going to be fascinating.
That will be.
Are we going to see a bunch of grenaded, Z06s?
It's their first flat plane crank too, right?
Yeah, that I know of. Yeah. So
interesting.
I saw you buy the new DeLorean in the video. You didn't say anything. I didn't even realize what it was.
I don't remember seeing that either.
Is it the orange one?
Either.
I guess it was in there somewhere.
Was it orange? May have been.
I don't remember. There were so many cars, and you don't know what half of them are because whatever. By the way, someone was giving us shade in the comments on the video today. Y'all need to go harass them. They're giving us shade that we didn't know. I know. I'm like, sick of them. They're like, you didn't know what the ESO whatever car was. I'm like,
oh yeah, that one.
I'm like, yeah. I was born in 1980. That car pre-exists me by 20 plus years.
I could probably pick out 20 cars there that person would not recognize or be
right. It's like that's not my expertise. And he was like throwing shade. He's like, well, you don't know enough about cars to be in the car business. I'm like, dude, like you don't fucking know what you're talking about.
Makes no
Yeah, because we sell those all the time.
Yeah, no, right?
Yeah.
Let me go find my
We
stack
have
of
three. We have 3 in inventory right now.
He's the car business gatekeeper.
So here's my thing. I have actually, this is a true theory of my life, related to my like occupation and work and whatever. I believe it is extraordinarily important to become an expert at something specific. Like being a jack of all trades is not good, right? You need to be extraordinarily knowledgeable about certain specific things. And that's what I did in my career is I was very specific about learning certain, like I focused my career on a certain language in software, and I learned how to do that language backwards, forward, left, and right, and all this shit and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it really helped my career. And I think the same thing has been true about how I've run YouTube is I specifically told myself, I want to learn Ferraris, and even more so, recent Ferraris. I would say like 2000 and later Ferraris really, really, really well. Because there's so much to learn there. Like you could spend an entire lifetime just on that and never learn everything about it. So to try and like broaden that knowledge base across every Ferrari and every other car, it'll never happen. I don't have the time. Like I don't have, you know. So anger.
I mean, you know a lot in a broad sense. It's good for trivia, but it's not good for business.
Right. Like, and that's the thing is like having knowledge where people can regurgitate facts and opinions and whatever, blah, blah. I just like, you guys have probably seen enough of my videos, you know, that like I'm terrible about like details because they don't matter. The details are irrelevant. Like people who are like, oh, I know it's got 382 horsepower and you said it was 381. You're a fucking dumbass. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, really, that no, because it doesn't. So, you know, that sort of stuff. Like, I hate that. Like, that's why I told the guys, I'm like, never say a specific number. Always say around this, because then people will be like, oh, okay, they were guesstimating. But if you say a specific number, you get called out on it every single time. So that's why, like, when I'm doing a review of a car, I'll be like, oh, like I'm reviewing a 458. It's got approximately 560 horsepower. It's about 560 horsepower, something like that, right? Because I can't remember if it's 561, 563, 564. I don't know. Does it matter? Who gives a shit? No. Like, it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Am I related to Patrick of at Serve the Home? You guys are both awesome. I love you. I have no idea who that is. So I'm going to go with no.
Yeah. Long lost brother.
Yeah. What's this? Oh, you're talking about some transmission? What transmission is very similar to the Tremec in the new GT500? Oh, no.
He's talking about the C8 Z06.
We were talking about
really?
the GT350.
That sucks. Oh, here you go. Go above $300,000. You aren't normal guy anymore. Well, you'll be proud to know we have yet to break that barrier. We've come very close.
Yeah.
Car?
Any of our cars, we have not exceeded a $300,000 car yet. None of them. We've come very close. Really close.
Yeah.
But no. So there you go. Actually, the most expensive car we've done so far is the 48.
It's close.
I like this idea, Lotus. When everyone goes to Kansas.
That sounds like a great time, actually.
Actually, I'll drink beer. You guys can smoke pot, but it'll be fun. I will enjoy it either way.
We'll sneak some brownies in. You'll never know.
I'm pretty sure I'll know.
Oh, you'll know, but it'll be too late.
Yeah. I saw a lot of YouTubers run past a Ferrari GTO to look at a Liberty Walk 458. At least you know the Ferraris. Well, you know, like
the Liberty Walk stuff is so 2010.
Yeah.
Here's the funny thing is people are giving those people crap about that, And yeah, it's unfortunate that like they don't realize they're walking past an extremely rare and special Ferrari, but that's not what they care about. So how can you fault them? I mean, like if you drove a Ferrari GTO down the street, people would be like, "What is that?" They wouldn't know. Like the regular people wouldn't give a shit. So I don't know. Like
they know their brand and their content and what their viewers want to see too.
Right, exactly. No, 100%.
What is Liberty Walk? Just body
Liberty
kits?
Walk's a company, isn't it? It's just a brand.
But like
They make the wide body, the ridiculous wide body kits. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just not my thing. I don't care about it, but like there's a lot of stuff in the car world that is not my cup of tea, but I don't care if people want to do that. Like whatever, it's their car.
Like Compton takeovers.
Yeah. Oh, dude, all those takeovers, those people are that's just dangerous and stupid.
I don't understand those. Like
it's literally like
let's begging to get hit.
Let's get so many people around an intersection and do donuts until someone gets killed. That's basically like the entire plan there. So I don't know. Like I think here's my problem with a lot of the wide body kits is that they don't really like do them like they used to. Like a proper wide body on an old car was like flaring the fenders and pulling them and actually like blending it into the car so it looked beautiful and like it was supposed to be there. And these literally like a lot of these Liberty Walk kits are like like riveted on. I'm like, dude, it looks stupid. Like you just half-assed it, like put a real wide body kit on it. Like look at great example. Go look at some of the old Porsche race cars where they like really pulled out the fare, like they flared the fenders out like literally a foot, and they made it flow, and it looks beautiful and it looks awesome. That's how you do it. You don't like rivet some shit on there and like literally leave the exposed rivet holes. It's like, I don't know. That's me. That's again, it's my opinion. It's irrelevant. Doesn't matter.
Well, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's each of your guys' dream car and spec? Good question.
There's so many. There's so many.
I know there's so many options.
I like the McLaren P1.
Yeah,
that's like hypercar. Give us a dollar range. You got to give us a range because like there's different tiers, right? Like if you're gonna say like if you have unlimited money, and be like F40, done.
Yeah,
easy.
Well, GT Pro had one earlier with the year you.
I would go with the F1
over the F40.
A McLaren F1 over an F40.
I might agree with you there. Yeah.
Okay.
Because what you could buy 5 F40s for the price of the F1.
I'd probably go with the Speciale Aperta.
Ooh,
those are pretty sick.
That's reasonable.
Okay, here you go.
We've been eyeing those recently. The prices on those are really gone crazy.
Up to $1 million. There you go.
We could get a Speciale for that.
You could do a Speciale Aperta. Or just a Speciale.
I honestly might do a white, but with like some sort of red accent and like black seats with a red stripe.
Gabe, you would have. We saw a Pista at Monterey that was pearl white, and all of the carbon fiber was red.
Oh,
everything carbon fiber was red, dude. It was
stunning.
It was amazing,
dude.
White can be really nice.
Come to my house and drive our 488. You'll be ruined.
Yep.
Yep. You won't be taking anybody to Gapplebee's.
You will take
you won't be
everyone.
Buying no more Wagyu beef stew.
Dude, it's so we actually Josh and I had a really fascinating conversation today about the 488 because it's hard. You love it and you don't at the same time. Like it's almost too perfect. That was our problem. Like it's so good that what we were saying is like you could just grab the keys, jump in it, and go, and you're fine. And like it doesn't matter what is going on, that car can handle it, no problem. Versus like we were joking, we're like it's almost like you want the car to be an event, right? Like these cars, you
Right.
spend so much money on it that when you drive them and do all this stuff with them, you want it to be something special. And what I said was, that's why I fucking love the Murcielago, because the Murcielago is so batshit crazy that to enjoy it, you have to like plan it out. It's like you got to get psyched up. You're like, okay, we're gonna drive the Murcielago today. Okay, like, all right, this is gonna suck. All right, let's go. You know, versus the 488, you're just like keys off the wall. Let's go.
Yep.
So
yeah, the 488 is you get in it and you can easily daily drive that car and there's no drama, zero drama. That car is just, it's a fast, well refined car that doesn't really like have a whole lot of excitement about it. After the initial shock of how fast it is wears off, you're just like, oh, it's just a really fast, nice luxury car. I feel like
it's still
that
fun
handles
passing
really
people.
well.
Oh yeah.
Well, no
like,
doubt. I mean,
every
I'm not
time-
trying to say anything bad about it. I'm just saying it's
Yeah.
so good that it's boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree to a degree on the 296. It's similar. It's so good. It's just so refined. So there's, yeah, I don't know. It's almost like you want some of that excitement, some of that questionable, like they definitely cut corners on that, or you know, whatever. I
That's
don't
why
know.
the old
Some of that's
Ferraris are great.
yeah.
Or a
It
McLaren.
sounds like
reason.
you just secretly want a McLaren.
Yeah.
Well, that's
It's
Where do they
always
cut
or a
corners? Yeah.
like, will it start today?
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely some of that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try something. So over here on this side, this thing's saying like I should add it. No, I'm not. I won't be that mean. It said like you should insert an ad.
Oh, yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. This isn't about making money. This is about having fun.
Wow.
Like these, I don't know. It keeps nagging me over here. It's like insert an ad, insert an ad. YouTube wants their money. That's what's going on.
Yeah,
bastard.
Unless
See,
Adam's still watching, then make him watch.
I'm fighting for y'all. By the way, I have a thing, just so you know, because people bitched about it, and so I actually have my own mental policy about this. I try not to do more than 2 ads per video, because I know that like those can be annoying. So like, unless it's like a super long video, then maybe I'll do 3.
So do you not make any money from people who have YouTube Premium?
No, we make a tiny bit off that,
Okay.
but very few people have it, even though I have it, because I can't stand ads.
I know.
Yeah.
I haven't too.
I can't stand it.
When I watch YouTube on something that's not an account I'm logged into, I'm like,
Oh.
how the fuck do people
Same.
watch this?
I know. I'm like, what is this shit? Why is there an ad?
Yeah.
Like, what is this? Oh, this is terrible.
You go back
I
to
can't.
ads. Can't do it.
Can't stand it. It's like $10 a month. I'm like,
Yeah. And you get
Yeah.
YouTube music with it too. So whatever.
yeah. And actually, I use the crap out of YouTube music.
Of course, at some point it'll change and we'll start to have to pay.
Oh yeah. They'll
Probably.
make
Yeah,
it
they will.
go to shit because that's what Google does. But
It's always changing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Someone's gonna be like, oh, you know what? We can make more money if we charge more.
yep.
Bigger.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was like, I was gonna say I never see any ads on your video, but I forgot I have premium.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, I yeah. Anyway, I don't know. It's whatever. Like the YouTube ad revenue is not a motivator at all for us. Like, I mean, I'll show you how much we're actually in a big slump right now on the ad revenue. So it's pretty sad and pathetic. And I'm like, here you go. Whippity doo. It's the last month. Focus. Come on.
Can't see
It's
it.
not gonna focus, is it?
No.
No.
It's thousand
Anyway.
something.
$1,500. That's how much we made in YouTube ads.
Yeah, for all
That
the
might have
Whoopi-
paid for your fuel going to Monterey.
No, it didn't.
Especially with the $10 a gallon we filled up with.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, what the hell was that? That was nuts. I thought that was like broken or something when you took that picture.
No, I did too. I thought it was broken. I just started filling up, and then I realized, holy shit, it actually is $10 a gallon.
No.
50
Yeah,
bucks is
along
50 bucks.
it was along Pacific Coast Highway up in the mountains, like really hard to get to for a truck. I would assume is why it was expensive.
Yeah.
And I got a soda, and it was like $4 for the soda. I was like, oh, at a gas station. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
My Horse Lock account wasn't premium, so I was like, what the fuck am I seeing ads for? There you go. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, like we're not trying to, like, the ads aren't what we're about. We you guys know we don't do sponsored stuff very much. It just
Yeah.
I tried it.
Yeah.
I don't like selling out. It's just not my thing. I'm terrible about that. I can't act. So I don't want to act. I don't want to like try and like I don't want to sell you guys a bunch of crap unless you want to buy it. Like if you want to buy the parts we sell, great. We will hook you up. Like we sell. And actually, funny thing about that, like believe it or not, I don't know if you guys even noticed, we've fired vendors multiple times now because when we, we'll get some new parts or whatever, new company, we'll sell their stuff. And all of a sudden, like we'll get a bunch of returns or complaints about the quality of it. And we're just like, nope, fire, bye, get rid of them. Like we just won't take it because we're not going to, like, I don't want to sell shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a pain in their ass. Like we stopped selling, just so you guys know, we don't sell brake pads anymore. You're probably like, why are brake
Makes
pads
sense, man.
Because they are a pain in the ass. Because the number of people who would buy brake pads for their cars and didn't realize that you could not use aftermarket pads with carbon ceramic brakes was astronomical. And so then people would be like, oh shit, I can't. It's like, well, it says it right on the description, but no, it'll ruin your carbon ceramic brakes. And so we just, got rid of it. We're like, nope. Not worth it. Not worth the pain in the ass. So, we're very picky about what, like the stuff we sell, we're picky about. So, yeah. Did you guys see the MC20 in person? No, I haven't seen it yet.
I don't remember if we saw it or not. It might have been down Exotics because you never walked the whole thing. It might have been down there.
Was there one?
I think so.
There's there was
so
one
much
for sale
so
for like
much to
300. I saw one for sale for 300,000.
Wow.
I was like, that seems stupid. It's a Maserati.
Yeah.
Like not even all that expensive a Maserati either. So I don't know. This is the thing. Like, here's my problem with that car. I will not buy one because I have no idea what the value of that car is going to do.
Yeah.
It's a Maserati. If history is any indicator, that car will be worth like 1/8 of its price in about 4 years. So I just don't want to risk it. Like it's just too scary to me. Yep. Some guy got a rose gold MC20. That sounds like a horrible thing.
That's commitment, man. That's good for them.
That sounds really rose gold, eh?
I'm sure they are undervalued, and I'm sure they're fun, but I don't know much about them either.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not wowed by that car. Any action on your 5 to 9? What do you mean by action? I mean, we drove it. We broke it. We fixed it. So that's good. We finally broke it. Yeah, we put over 1,000 miles on it.
Wow.
Like we drove the hell out of it in Monterey.
Oh yeah.
And then I get it back home. We drove the hell out of it here back at home. We fixed the exhaust leak. I had to fix the TPMS sensor that broke loose. And then I drive it to the Howard, like just taking an easy stroll. Didn't beat on it, nothing. It busts a coolant hose for the transmission. Unrelated to conversion, ironically, just
Yeah.
just gave out. So pissed out trans fluid all over the back of the car.
Ooh.
It's like, son of a bitch. That sucked, but we fixed it. So
Is that why it was there for a couple days?
yep, yeah. It puked out a lot of trans fluid. I was pretty lucky, man.
Yeah.
It wasn't smoking. It wasn't doing anything until I got to Howard, and also I stopped, and then I could see some smoke come out the side. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah. Jeez.
It was the same day that we had 3 of our Ferraris break on the same day.
Jeez.
We're like, what the hell's going on, man? So, am I still taking the 599 on the tour? It's looking more like I'm going to take it on the tour.
Nice.
Yep. That's looking like what's going to happen.
Will you bring 2? The backup?
No.
It'll work, damn it.
Of course not. Backup? No way.
I mean, I'm 100% confident in its transmission shifting. Other things breaking, I mean, it
That transmission line is concerning. I would hate for that to blow up when we're driving.
Like, why did it separate like that? I
don't know.
Art wants to replace it with like an AN line or something. I think we should.
Yeah.
That's what it should be, like a flex AN line or something.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
It's not going to burst.
No. F12 TDF or manual 599.
Oh, TDF.
Sorry, I got to take the TDF.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to say TDF.
TDF feels too special to pass
Those are
up.
pretty amazing. Yeah. Oh, finally I'm getting tired. Sorry.
Oh, it's we're almost done. We got about 10 minutes left.
Oh,
yeah, we're
8
close.
minutes. 8 minutes. All right. Would either of you consider buying a cheaper car for a personal collection? Maybe something like an LS or AMG? Not right now.
Yeah.
Why not now? Like market wise, just
I don't want to use any of my money towards personal whatever right now. Like I mean, it's almost like counterproductive to what I've done for the last few years. Like I've spent so much time and money of my own money trying to build this company. Like I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to get to where we are today. Like why would I fuck it up trying to buy a personal car right now just for pleasure? Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah. So I want every dollar I can going towards the advancement of the company until the company is stable. Like, so like the big secret is like, we're not there yet. Like we still are struggling to make this company a real thing. So like, it looks gravy on the outside, but we're not there yet. Like we've got a long ways to go. So, and until we get there, I'm not comfortable.
Yeah. Like a true business owner.
Yeah. Like if I get to a point where I'm safely getting paid out of my own company and things are going in the right direction, and I'll give you this. Okay, here's the sign. When I can take a vacation and not be scared.
Yeah.
Then
Makes
I might
sense.
buy myself a car.
Yep.
If
I'm buying another car right now, it's gonna be a beater piece of shit to take to like downtown Austin and not worry about it.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, if it gets stolen, window broken, don't care.
I've thought about that. I actually kind of want to buy a piece of shit.
I want a good car that's gonna do well in the winter in New England.
Oh
Good
yeah.
fun sports car.
Oh yeah, you're up north.
Hold some value.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What about a second channel called Super Guy Normal Car, where you take manual transmission econo boxes and convert them to automatics?
I appreciate the sentiment. I like it.
Yeah. Are there any cars you guys would own that came out of the year you were born? I'm kind of lucky for my choices. I was born in 85. Money is no object. 1980. I don't know what the hell came out in 80. Nothing good. Someone name something awesome that came out in 1980. Yeah, I don't know. Crap. There's nothing.
When did the Grand was there Grand Nationals in the 80s? or
But
1980.
not to like I thought it was like 83 or 84.
Okay.
87.
Yeah.
It was that
87?
late.
Shit. Okay. Well, never mind.
I think 87 was the Grand National.
There was some okay stuff in the 70s, but they all like yeah. Oh. Noob can't figure out how to increase Dobo? What is Dobo? I don't know what that means.
Yeah. I can't figure out how to increase it if I don't know what it is.
Yeah. I definitely can't. I'm totally lost on that one. Sorry. The 1980 Motor Trend Car of the Year, Chevy Citation.
Yeah.
There you go. Not a whole lot of
Oh,
anything.
God.
Done.
Zero. Because like I don't even think the Mustang was. Were they even doing a Mustang in 80? Because I thought they took a like 79. I thought was the last year of the other body, or maybe it was the first year of the other body. I don't know. When did the Fox bodies come out? Was it 79 or 80 something? Either way, the early Fox bodies were.
I think it is 80.
I thought it was 79.
Yeah, I think 80 was the first year of Fox body, and yeah, they were turds.
Yeah, the early.
Maybe. I have to look it up.
Oh,
Yes,
you can have a 930
79.
turbo. Okay, a
Yes.
930 turbo. That's legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Fox body was 79, I thought.
Yeah.
But the early, like 79 through like what was it? Until they got the fuel injected.
Yeah,
cars,
930 turbo would be cool.
Yeah, I'd do 930. A Testarossa? No, was Testarossa in the 80? No.
It was.
No, it was
I could do a
later.
Testarossa, but you couldn't.
It was later than that. Porsche 959 wasn't 1980. Whatever. Anyway, you got 3 minutes. Give us your question.
Audi Quattro, that's a cool car.
Oh yeah, that was sweet.
Ford Escort was released in 1980. There you go. Hell yeah. I would rock. Dude, in high school, one of my good friends had a Ford Escort. We used to rock the shit out of that thing. Yeah. 79 and 93 Fox body fuel injection, I believe, came in the Square Eyes, 85, 86. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I don't know the Fox body stuff super well, but yeah. A lot of hybrid cars.
Yeah.
Nope.
I would do a C200 RS. Because that
What's
would be
that?
dope. The Rally B car, Ford.
Oh, the Fords. Oh,
Yeah. That'd be
that
sick.
was your year?
Yeah.
Was
Well,
the
they made
group-
them then. I don't know if that was
Group-
my year.
Group B was still in existence, I guess.
Yep. That would be awesome.
There you go. Yugo! Dude,
There you go.
my neighbors across the street when I was a kid had a Yugo. That shit was amazing. I kind of want one. Just because they're so bad. Yes, we sold the Scud. Scud's gone.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about Ferrari and the Hot Wheels drama? No, but I can just imagine.
Yeah.
Suing Hot Wheels.
You guys see the Escort RS Turbo owned by Princess Diana sold at auction? 250,000 British pounds.
Jeez.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah.
Did we do well on the Scud? Yes, we did pretty decent on the Scud. Those are we've concluded. Well, first of all, we've concluded we want more Scuds because they're holy shit, they're epic.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah,
The
I never
car-
got to drive it. I want
I think that car has a long. I think it has a long way to go value wise too. I think it could go. I could
I do.
easily double
I agree.
from where it's at.
Really?
It is that much more impressive. It is really special.
Put me in one, Josh. Figure out how to put me in one.
Well, I'm sure we'll have another one. The problem is finding. Here's the problem we're facing right now.
I think you
this
got
will
to
be the last
spend
thing.
300 for a decent one.
The problem that we're facing right now as a dealership is finding cars that are at values where we can make money, because like the market's slowing, right? It's not. So the market's not going like this. It's not tanking. Everyone thought, oh, it's gonna be a bubble, it's gonna pop, and it's gonna tank. It's not tanking. It's gliding, right? It's coming down, but it's coming down slowly. but everyone's still pricing their shit
There's
up at the
there's
crazy
just a lot less
high-
buyers.
Yeah. So like we're not finding any good bargains.
So they'll have to come down at some point.
I mean, I don't think it's going to come down that much, unless the only way it'll come down is if people start to panic. If people are like trying to dump a car and they can't get any buyers, and they just keep cutting the price, then maybe. But I'm just not seeing that. Like it just doesn't feel that like that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So anyway. It's 9:30. I'm gonna go. So, thank you all for joining us. Yeah, it's been fun. Glad y'all could hear my pot story and laugh at me because I'm an idiot and enjoy my inability to breathe properly right now with my cold.
Your smoker's cough. Yeah.
My smoker's cough from some sort of viral infection that some person probably gave me from shaking too many hands in Monterey or whatever. I need to be an asshole and be like, I'm not touching you, like or fist bump. That's honestly, it sounds funny, but I generally do fist bumps now at like events like that because I don't want to shake that many hands because I don't want to get sick. And I still got sick, so it didn't matter.
I'm just glad hanging around you for 2 days. I didn't get it. So
yeah, how the hell did you not get it, you bastard?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, it's because I shook a lot of hands. There's a lot of people who are like, "Oh, Dan, shake my hand."
You even gave me a ride home, and I'm fine. So I don't know.
Yeah, normal COPD guy.
Yes,
accurate. All right, guys, we will see you next week. Yeah, see you then.
Cool.
All right.